We're now talking with Mick Conley of UL. Mick, I understand UL is very involved in IoT. What are the key areas that you feel that UL is making an impact on Internet of Things?
Right, well, first of all, thank you for letting me sit in. Number of areas. We're investing in what we feel are some of the leading consortiums. We're trying to take a leadership position wherever we can in regards to influencing the certification process. We've picked what we feel are the pillars of IoT right now. That would be consumer, medical, and automotive, yes, which have taken us in different directions, but we're very involved in those areas.
You mentioned the consortium involvements. What are the primary consortiums that you are working with?
Right. These are the ones we're active in. We monitor quite a few more than that, but Bluetooth, Wireless Broadband Alliance, OCF, which is the Open Connectivity Foundation, Thread. Some that we monitor close and get active at times are one M2M. So these are the primary ones that we're involved in. And again, we try to take a leadership position wherever we can.
Yeah, I understand you'd like to get quite actively involved with these organizations.
We do, because, well, there's certainly the pragmatic reason. We feel that this could be a revenue stream for these authorized labs, so we're doing that. Yeah. But UL being a testing organization primarily, you know, that's where our focus is, that's where our competence is. We really don't manufacture a product. We don't necessarily want to get into a role of competing with our customers through our product manufacturers. So we get involved in the certification process.
Well, you've had quite a bit to do with standards development over the years as well, I believe.
We have. And actually, although we focus on certification and testing, with regards to IoT, one of the key standards that we've kind of ushered in and we use is the UL 2900. It's a cybersecurity standard. It involves all kinds of aspects of cybersecurity, testing, penetration, evaluating your systems, how you do putting your actual software and hardware together to see if there's any vulnerability there. So that's an area where we actually have put out specifications, and UL does have a specifications division, so yes, within IoT, that's a key area that we're involved in.
So based on all of this, would you say that UL is involved in IoT or only in testing?
Yes, we are involved,
yeah,
primarily in testing, but I think as people who are in these consortiums and manufacturing products, testing now is third-party testing is a major component of their product launches. It's not a situation where, you know, they'll do their own testing, whatever company that is, whatever IoT product it is, they'll do their own testing. I think there is a need for them to do third-party testing, whether there's a pure certification mark to that or not. You know, UL also does what we call UL verified. So if you create a product, and we have had this happen, and you make claims about that product, we will test it to see if those claims still stand up. And we will give you a UL verified mark, of which you can then use in your marketing and in your sales and what have you. UL's brand is still a respected brand. It's a very, you know, over 24 billion marks a year on products. It's a pretty significant brand.
Indeed, yes.
So that's another component that we're factoring into our IoT offerings.
So testing across a lot of these different technologies that are contributing to IoT, you must have to keep your finger on the pulse of a lot of different technology sectors.
We do, and we have different centers of intelligence, if you will, whether they be security, whether they be medical, automotive, consumer, which is where I primarily place my efforts, industrial, wearables. So we have people who are tasked with following those technologies and seeing how UL can assist the manufacturers and all of those. Some of it is consulting services, some of it is testing, but it's kind of a collage of all of that where we go out and offer.
There's obviously considerably more outside of testing that UL is
quite
involved
a bit,
with, yeah?
Yeah, quite a bit. And you know, our period of time here and with the knowledge I have, it's not enough to really say, but we do feel that IoT is beyond hype. We feel it is now at reality. I think it still has a lot of infancy to it, and it will grow and mature. And we, along with many other third-party labs, are pushing the idea about certification and interoperability. They're different.
Yes.
They're closely related, but they're different. And interoperability is something that we're working with our customers, albeit they be smart home builders, they be large retailers, large box stores. They all very much want that product that they sell to work when it goes out the door, so they don't have to deal with returns and unhappy customers.
Well, the whole concept of the Internet of Things can only become a global success if the products that people are using work and also work with each other. So I, for one, am very grateful that companies like UL are doing the job that you're doing to make that happen. Thanks so much, Mick.
You bet.